You need to watch this if you struggle with breaking bad habits. Let's be honest, have you ever told yourself, this is the last time, only to do it again the next day? You try to quit gaming, social media, junk food, or another habit, but somehow you always go back. Why does this happen? Is it lack of willpower? No. It's because your brain is addicted and you don't know how to break free. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step plan to quit any addiction and finally take control of your life. Okay, let's get real for a second. Most people think addiction is about weakness, a lack of willpower or discipline, but that's simply not true. Addiction is not a character flaw, it's a brain thing. It's about dopamine, the feel-good chemical your brain releases when you do something pleasurable. Think about it. Every time you scroll through Instagram, win a game, or take a bite of that delicious but oh so bad for you junk food, your brain gets flooded with dopamine. And guess what? It loves it. It's like your brain is getting a little reward every time you indulge in your addiction. But here's the catch. What goes up must come down. That dopamine high, it doesn't last forever. In fact, it fades away pretty quickly, leaving you feeling tired, bored, and craving that next hit. And that, my friend, is the addiction cycle in a nutshell. Your brain, now starved for that dopamine rush, starts sending out intense cravings, making you feel like you absolutely need that thing to feel better. And because your brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, it's way easier to give in to the craving than to resist it. This is why willpower alone rarely works. It's like trying to outrun a cheetah. You're simply outmatched. But here's the good news. By understanding how this cycle works, you can start to break free from its grip. And that's what we're going to talk about next. The first step to overcoming any addiction is honesty. Be brutally honest with yourself. Most people stuck in addiction are masters of denial. They lie to themselves, saying things like, I only play games to relax. I can stop scrolling anytime I want. It's just one cookie. It won't kill me. But deep down, you know the truth. This habit is controlling you. Acknowledge the problem, and you can start to change it. Here's the deal. You can't just quit an addiction cold turkey and expect it to magically disappear. Remember that dopamine loop we talked about? Your brain is hardwired to seek that pleasure, that reward. So if you try to simply eliminate the source, it's going to put up a fight. That's why you need to replace the addiction with something else. Something that also releases dopamine, but in a healthy, positive way. Think of it like this. You're not just breaking a bad habit, you're rewiring your brain to crave something better. Instead of gaming for hours, try exercise. It releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Plus, you'll get in shape. Scrolling endlessly. Learn a new skill. Challenge yourself. Learn a new language, pick up a musical instrument, or take a course in something you're passionate about. Eating junk food. Cook a healthy meal. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel when you nourish your body with whole, unprocessed foods. The key here is to find something that you genuinely enjoy. Don't force yourself to do something just because you think you should. Experiment with different activities until you find something that lights you up. And here's a pro tip. Don't try to change everything at once. Start small. Pick one habit you want to replace and focus on that. Even 5 minutes of a new, healthy activity is better than none at all. Let's talk about obsession for a moment. Now, I'm not talking about the unhealthy, all-consuming kind. I'm talking about having a passion, a purpose, a goal that lights you up from the inside out. You see, the most successful people in the world aren't magically immune to addiction. They just don't have time for it. They're too busy pursuing their dreams, building businesses, making a difference in the world. When you have a powerful why, when your life is filled with meaning and purpose, bad habits simply lose their appeal. They become insignificant in the face of something so much bigger. So what are you passionate about? What makes you come alive? Start a business? Have you always dreamed of being your own boss? Now's the time to take action. Get in the best shape of your life. Imagine yourself feeling strong, confident, and full of energy. Learn a high-income skill. What if you could make a great living doing something you love? I used to waste hours gaming until I started my YouTube channel. Now, I don't even think about gaming because I'm obsessed with building something meaningful, connecting with people, and making a difference in the world. Find your obsession and watch your bad habits fade away. Chapter 6. Here's the reality. Even after you start replacing your addiction with healthy habits and find your obsession, the urges will come back. Your brain is a creature of habit. and it takes time to rewire those neural pathways. So what do you do when you feel the urge to scroll, play, or binge watch TV? Here's the key. Don't fight it. Instead, shift your focus. You see, your brain can't focus on two things at once. So when that craving hits, immediately redirect your attention to something else, something positive, uplifting, and empowering. Here are a few ideas. A childhood memory. Think about a time when you felt happy, carefree, and loved. Your biggest goal. Visualize yourself achieving your dreams. What will it look and feel like? A happy experience. Remember a time when you felt proud of yourself, grateful, or excited about life. The more you practice redirecting your thoughts, the easier it will become. You're literally rewiring your brain to crave positive experiences instead of negative ones. Chapter 6. Let's get real for a moment. Most addictions are just escapes from pain. When we feel stressed, sad, lonely, or overwhelmed, we reach for quick dopamine hits to numb the discomfort. But here's the thing. Addictions don't address the root cause of our pain. They're just temporary band-aids that eventually fall off, leaving us feeling worse than before. The real solution? Fix your mental health. And no, I'm not talking about therapy, although that can be incredibly helpful. I'm talking about simple, everyday practices that can dramatically improve your emotional well-being. Here's how. Meditate daily. Just 10 minutes of silence can change your life. Meditation helps calm your mind, reduce stress, and increase self-awareness. Be grateful. Start a gratitude journal. Every morning, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Exercise. A strong body equals a strong mind. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, and improves sleep. Socialize. Spend time with real people, friends, family, loved ones. Human connection is essential for mental and emotional well-being. When your mental health is strong, you won't need addictions to cope. You'll have the inner strength and resilience to face life's challenges head-on. Chapter 7. Here's the truth about quitting any addiction. You will fail sometimes. There will be days when you give in to the urge, when you fall back into old patterns, when you feel like you're back to square one. And that's okay. It's normal. It's part of the process. The biggest mistake most people make is that they relapse once and give up completely. They tell themselves, see, I knew I couldn't do it. And they fall back into their old habits, feeling defeated and hopeless. But here's the thing. One relapse doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you're human. If you quit gaming for a week but play one day, that doesn't mean you failed. It just means you had a slip up. Dust yourself off, learn from the experience, and get back on track the next day. Quitting bad habits is a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps in the road, detours, and wrong turns. But as long as you keep moving forward, you'll eventually reach your destination. Outro, you've got this. You have the power to break free from any addiction and create the life you truly desire. But it all starts with taking action. Your challenge. Pick one bad habit you want to quit. Replace it with one good habit. Stay consistent for 7 days. I want to hear from you. Comment below which habit you're quitting and what you're replacing it with. Let's do this together. Want more life-changing tips? Watch this next video on how to stay focused and disciplined. Subscribe for more self-improvement hacks. And don't forget to share this video with a friend who needs to take back control of their life.